Hi there, I'm ZoranTheBear. I am the voice for Lehman Russ and various other characters in the Warhammer 40k fan show, If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, and I also done some Space Marine voices for some games and other stuff. But, for one, Remley's is a rat bastard, because he brought up he had this entire chapter of a Warhammer 40k book in Uwu speech. I called him on his bluff, and I lost. So, one of the things I told him is that I will try my best to read this, and he has to put it up on his channel if I do. As far as I can tell, he has been eagerly waiting for this fucking train wreck, and I am here to absolutely butcher this entire passage. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this. As far as I can tell, I'm probably going to be mumbling through most of this, but I hope you hate this as much as I do. And so, also, as a word of warning, I don't know how to talk in Uwu speech. It's going to be a challenge for me. No, I'll try not to put on a cutesy voice for you. This shit's going in dry. So, without further ado, Corpsquay Tescuwas, what the fuck? Tuned under the white of a sickly star, a desert wound, what the hell, in desert space, bereft of human settlement, and so far from innovation of Astrowamakan, thwart I wound, Waiki stay thwart, how the way forward. What the? Of no consequence. What the fuck? Size, lacking moisture beyond the mewest trace. Transgressa had nothing to recommend itself, and yet the will those thought cowed it home. Wow, how the fuck do you people read this shit? The night wounds have claimed the world for themselves. Transcorder suited the V-Wagon's temperament. A brittle priest, blown from grass and fire, as all planets are, awed with the potential thought entwines, but far twirling in the final stages of development. Oh my, this is gonna suck. Never reaching the axe to what for wish of wife thought wounds, what the wound can do sons attain, like its new masters as the offspring of deficient powants, themselves. The planet was doomed to stunted expressions of potential. I'm gonna have to speed read most of this. The night wounds had another gnaw from the planet, bestowed with Noswaman, Flyfowl Poet we. Oh my. And that was the Kawian Wowand. This is torture. Noswaman's how this is nothing like, there's not even Uwu set stuff, it's just W's. It is not, if you replace like every other valve with a W, this is nothing but this. How the fuck do weebs read this? Habitual winds and poetry use the wheels always. Oh man, I'm gonna have a stroke. Just how the fuck it was so dry and dusty. The wheel was nothing alive to die to become Kawian, and nothing to feed on it if it did. Thew's wife views state please the wild Primarch as an embodiment of the Oduhike. Do I have to talk on it? Like, Odu flourished Thew from Etuis. Nothing changed. Uwe muck on the planet's surface was eventually wiped clean, but the abiotic winds out front of shrouding dust dubs of grey sand built up and we wound down. Holy shit, that is full. Until the night rounds came. Cruz was a Kudzu, a creature of anarchy. What the fuck? The quality of women's changes only white. It was uninhabited. It sounds like a really uninhabited. I'm pissing off somebody. I'm gonna get a very angry email. Good things don't release things so they don't know what my email is. Tubu Twin Squids. The fuck? No. The Night Wounds bought the solid chaos of Noswemu. Fuck you, Rimleys. The fortress of 8 Legion? Built from the world was the sole outpost for wife. Sole outpost of wife. Alright? A vast crust of Walk deconvolvated with the Hauwntaw remains of real victims. I guess I'm trying to like vowel all this out, but this is not how this is supposed to be read. In aspect, it was entirely grim, though its buoy sickening displays of the Total's twave real artful in the Macawy way. Tens of thousands. Oh, you forgot a W. It's supposed to be twins of thousands or thousands. You gotta add like a bunch of W's there if you got that one. Twins of thousands. I added it for you. Of various requiem, hundreds of thousands of slaves who forged butte societies for themselves beneath the notice of few masters. It's like this went through an auto generator of Uwu and it just W'd everything. The region existed in a state of contained anarchy, disciplined built away by wall and indifference unity. On the way, a handful of decades after you, the Wall Master, foiled to usurp the Emperor's throne. They wewooed the Brotherhood in Naim, queued together on the way by thy common beard, and the final bond was fast disowning in the acid of those father's madness. Own thankness, I think it's own thankness, dried up and the night wounds waited for the end. Your father was going to die. He was going to die that very night. And Toyui of Toyo was so high above the disappointed plunge it swayed in constant winds. As Quochu was at work, he hummed a fine tune, a live wound recognize, a mindless mutin's ditty from round broken decades before. How much more is there? Oh,